All right, chat. This is Drake's right hand man, Baka Not Nice. This is nasty work. You're not gonna want to miss this. He was talking crazy about Kendrick Lamar. He spoke on the situation. Now, as we all know, Baka Not Nice was allegedly involved in a weird case. He had a weird case. Why was he around Drake? In this situation, he talks about what happened during the beef, how he felt about it, and what he was about to do during the beef, and why he stopped himself from actually doing something in the beef. He claims he was going to do something. As we know, he's known as Drake's top shooter, so we don't know what he would have did. I don't believe it. I don't know. He's just on this interview saying he would have did a lot of things. All right, so let's see what he's talking about in this. I haven't seen it yet. We're gonna tap in.
Obviously, during like the recent events that happened, like last summer and everything like that, I won't get too much into details with it, bore you with that because we don't care about that too much. But how was it for you to hear all the noise that people were saying, right? People were just talking about stuff that they don't even know about, saying, oh, Ray, this is this, whatever. Yeah. How did you keep your composure and stay calm?
Yo, to be honest with you, man, at first, my first initial thing was to respond and respond quickly.
Yeah.
Very efficiently and very to the point.
Very directly.
Yeah, and you know, but like it was like it started brewing in me because where I come from, like that shit doesn't happen. Like you can't just call out a man and not have paperwork to.
But if I'm not mistaken, we went over the Baka paperwork. Baka does have paperwork out there saying he has a weird case. And also at the beginning of this interview, the interviewer said it was a situation that we don't really care to talk about. If it's a case with like a weird type of case like that, one of those type cases, yeah, we do care about it. And you should have some integrity towards it. So I'm not really feeling that from the rip.
Back up your talks, like that is ludicrous. And then like to see like a whole nation behind it and celebrating it like it's a true story is unbelievable because you know everybody has to understand like I have a kid, Drake has a kid, you know what I mean? So like making accusations like that are like ridiculous and out of this world, you know what I'm saying? So but like what I was gonna tell you is this, like I was building up a lot of anger and stuff like that, but then I got a call, and I don't know why I got this call. It's like God said something to him or something, but the boy, sorry, it might not have been a call, it might have been a text message, but he messaged me, and he's like, yo, I know what you're feeling, I know you as an individual, and I know how you get down, but I'm just letting you know, like, don't listen to the noise because it's noise. And if you go back and look at all these people that are saying things or having anything to say, they're not even actual real people. They're like bots.
Exactly.
So like, don't let that shit bother you, bro.
Facts.
Like,
I be having something to say, and I ain't no bot. I'm just saying I'm a real person that really got an opinion on this. And if it's a weird case, like we gonna speak about it. It's not nothing weird in the States. I know y'all from Canada, but here in the States, we take cases like that serious. We just don't sweep them under the rug, you know?
And you know what? Like, I mean, it's not a good thing, but they're calling your name. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you know, like, they're going to get over this crap because they're going to realize there's this crap. And then they're going to go do their own research. And when you do your own research, you're going to be like, wow, this guy made up a whole story about something that isn't even true. And it makes you look weird to me. I don't know.
It does.
But I want to say one thing to America. And y'all need to, like, get yourself together because, yo, making accusations on people, serious accusations like that, you need to have paperwork. That is the rule, like, number one rule that everybody goes by. So don't switch up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Listen, the man said himself, man, can't add anything more to that. But you know what's even better is the fact that like you're now seeing the tide churn. Whereas like we already knew who Drake was in terms of like music and influence. And now with the video Nokia coming out, or even with the tape with Party coming out, like you can see people kind of be like, well, he's kind of fire, right? Like, what are you doing? You know, these are the same people that are on the other side. So just how does that vindicate you at all? Kind of seeing that
we just knew that.
So yeah, in this interview, he came out and said it makes Kendrick look weird. I can't really say it makes Kendrick look weird. There is paperwork of you with a situation, Baka. Like, what are we talking about? And not only that, all the stuff with Drake with the Millie Bobbies. Drake kissed a little girl on stage and said that he meant to do it. It was cool. Like, what are we talking about? He can speak on these things. He can speak on these weird relationships with little kids. Drake don't got. I mean, Kendrick Lamar don't got a bunch of weird relationships with a bunch of 16-year-old pop stars and kids. It's none of that stuff. And if you check my last upload, DJ Vlad just exposed Drake for having some really weird parties in the Hollywood Hills that DJ Vlad himself, not me, not G Reacts, but DJ Vlad was comparing the parties that he heard about from Drake to R. Kelly, which is insane. And he was comparing it to P. Diddy, which is more insane. This was done on an interview between DJ Akademiks and DJ Vlad on the DJ Akademiks YouTube channel. What is it? Off the whatever it is, off the grid or whatever. Yeah, they did that interview, and that was a bombshell. I just uploaded that about 2 hours ago. So Baka, to sit here and act like you don't know what anybody's talking about, or that everybody in the U.S. is just being weird towards you. No, and then to try to act like everybody is just bots. Everybody just ain't bots. People peep the play. There's a whole American YouTube going on. Type in Drake reaction. Those are not bots. Those are real humans uploading videos saying this, and this ain't cool. And this dude Baka calling Kendrick weird. A lot of people can try to come for Kendrick's crown, but it can't be Baka. This can't be the guy you send out for an interview, Drake, because this interview has to get approved. He can't do this interview speaking on the business without getting it approved. And I think Drake should have did an interview before anybody. So this is weird. I think your case was still weird. I think everything that Drake's been doing with the little kids and little girls is still weird. I think it's weird that DJ Vlad just did an interview with DJ Akademiks where he said there was a lot of weird stuff going on in Drake's house, to the point where DJ Akademiks actually tried to cape for Drake, but he couldn't because DJ Vlad was adamant in saying that, no, I've heard from sources that this was very close to Diddy/R. Kelly type behavior, which is insane, which is something that you never really want to hear about from anybody in hip hop. You get what I'm saying? So now we have Baka coming to the forefront of OVO speaking for him because Drake has not come out and handled this situation and actually responded to everything. All he got to do is just come out and respond to everything. Not saying everything's going to go away for Drake, but he can respond to it. And not only that, if and we looked at the paperwork on here on Baka, if I'm not mistaken, this is all facts. So to sit here and try to make it sound like it was bots and nobody actually telling the truth about it, Baka, I think it's kind of crazy. I think it kind of exposes you and makes you look crazy, honestly. Because you could have answered this in any way, but you went straight for like, it's bots and it's not the truth. Well, talk about the case then. Talk about the situation with Drake and all these little girls. I mean, it's out there. All right, and now y'all got to answer to DJ Vlad, because DJ Vlad just made some accusations towards y'all. I think that video I just did a reaction to it got over 300,000 to 400,000 views. So don't be mad at America. No, don't be mad at America because we sat back and we looked at the situation and was like, that ain't cool. Don't be mad at America. All right. So it's your boy. What's up, G? Don't forget to drop a like on this. How y'all feeling about Baka coming out saying Kendrick looks weird for speaking on him without paperwork when the paperwork was out there? How do y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about Baka? How y'all feel about Drake hiding behind Baka? Because that's what's actually going on right now. This interview has to get greenlit. And how come it was greenlit before you did an interview yourself? I don't know. All right. So it's your boy. What's up, Jay? Don't forget to drop a like on this. If ain't nobody told you they love y'all, I love y'all. I am the realest reporting on hip hop. I am out, y'all.